Hello, welcome, thanks for joining me. This is the first video since my discharge from the stroke ward of the local hospital. Anyway, not to bore you, what are we talking about today? How about this? It's a DJI. It's got a 360 pair of cameras on the front. So I guess it's a DJI Avata360 purchase and short review. It arrived yesterday, April the 24th, after being talked about since November 25. Here we are in April 26, and it just arrives. It isn't a cheap bit of tat. I've invested heavily in it, but like all good tools, you have to pay for quality. Why did I want a 360 drone? Well, those of you that know me know I enjoy my Insta360 X2 360 cameras. I've published a few 360 videos where people can tilt the phone or scroll around, but they haven't taken off, as is, I guess, commonplace across the world. But the launch of two 360 drones might well kickstart that trend. So if you want 360 video, this is where you'll come. What are the attributes? Well, unlike its smaller brother, the Neo, it's actually not quite loud. It's going to be okay for photography within a property. So if you want all your goods and chattels filming, so you can inform your insurance company where they are, what they do, what they bring to your life, what they're worth, this may well be the answer. A DJI Avata360 drone. It's quiet enough to fly around the living room. I actually sat in this chair after opening the front door, and I flew the drone into the porch and out the front door and round my lawn. Now, I was heavily constrained by battery power. As we all are slaves to buying tech and then having to buy further tech to enable them, here I am again. not only did I have to go through the learning new tech phase, which is debatable whether it's actually wise to go for new tech, but in this case all it needed was batteries with a lot of charge in them. And that of course needs these days a 65-watt hub for the battery charging hub to plug into. You can do it the long way around, just charging with whatever USB-C you've got, but it might take forever. So if you don't want red error messages and aborted flights, start off with charged batteries. I guess I should also say there's an option to fit SD cards into the drone, although there is quite a large internal memory, which I'm sure I'll use from time to time. And that leads me to the file size. File sizes on my X2 Insta360 cameras is around about 16 gig. So still a handful of gigs, and these from the drone are supposed to be even worse. But that's what you get when you ask for even better clarity and photography. So clear out your phone, back it up to a hard drive or some device, put them on your laptop for safekeeping, and have your phone empty because you're going to use it when you're transferring files. DJI have addressed quick file transfer from phone to any other Apple device, so they have to be commended for that. And when I did get enough charge in the battery to allow me to take off, it was a pleasant experience. It was a dream to fly. I went for the drone RC2 controller, which has a screen on, which is pure luxury because I've managed with controllers with phones attached or iPads attached to the top of them. I've managed since day one, so I don't know how I'm going to find this built-in screen, but anyway, that's the package I bought: the drone, the RC2 controller, and a spare battery, giving a total of 2, and the battery charging hub, and it came with a free landing pad. But as you may guess, I'm not an advocate for using anything to land it on, especially as it's got delicate 360 camera lenses above and below, so I'll be hand landing and possibly hand taking off for the foreseeable future. It needs loads of satellites to fly, but it also gets them. And it has this OcuSync 4, which allows you to go mega distances, but you won't see me on the way back. All I want to do is film my favourite landmarks, maybe over and over again, but that's all I want. I'm not going mega distances. And until they bring out extra time duration batteries, I don't think anybody will be going those long distance. But OcuSync 4 is what we've got, what we paid for, Whether it's overkill, time will tell. It has LiDAR sensors on the drone. Who knows what the benefit of those will be, but we'll put it through its paces. I've always wanted LiDAR to do 3D scanning or photogrammetry, so this could be the solution to both of those issues. How does it fit in with my stroke recovery? Well, I made it. I might have crowbarred it into conversation now and again, but here we go, crowbarring a drone into stroke rehab. I'm calling myself a stroke survivor because it sounds cool. And part of the website address is SAS. So, whoa, Brian Pollard, F1 pit pass, stroke survivor, SAS. Woohoo! I won't be going on I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here, because my day rates are too expensive apparently. Although saying that, would you believe Coronation Street were looking for a stroke survivor for the early May production of that Coronation Street that we all know and love. So don't forget that old adage, I knew him when he had nout. So what are we going to use the drone for? Filming landmarks and nature's beauty around the North Yorkshire moors and far into Yorkshire. But all of that after I've passed the assessment to get my driving licence back. So there may be a few videos in the middle here between drone shots. There may be a few based purely on rehab, and that is mobility, steadiness, left side inattention vision, or as the Yanks call it, left side neglect. All of these have to be addressed and improved, and I've got plans. Yes, there's a few tech gadgets along the way, and there's also some gadgets that aren't so high tech, but they are good stuff, and we have gymnasts that excel on them. So that's my role models. The target is surviving a stroke, SAS, see what I did there? And the drone with the to-ing and fro-ing and the mental juggling you have to do when you're out and about. It'll all help towards getting my brain healthy again and my eyesight back to where it was. Will I be publishing more drone stuff? You better believe it. That's why I'm still here. That's why I'm buying drones that cost more than I've paid for a car many times. So thank you for the regulars. You know who you are. Thank you for your support. Hope you've enjoyed this little look into owning the latest DJI drone, the Avata360, and come back for more. Tell your friends and come back for more. Cheers and thanks for your support.